Welcome back, everybody. It's the NW Sportscast. We got a quick Seahawks pregame show for you. Seattle taking on the Arizona Cardinals. Drew, what are your keys to victory for the Seahawks in this one?
Keys to victory. I think this is a very winnable game. I think a key to victory would be controlling the clock. I think if we just take our time, punish a bad Arizona Cardinal defense, get K9 going here, get DK Metcalf going early because we know how dominant DK can be when he gets going early, and how much of a problem he can be if he doesn't get going early for the rest of the team. So I think that's huge. But overall, I would say control the clock and let's get a few early scores and then ice the game away. I think this should be a win.
Yeah, I agree. This is a very winnable game. You're taking on a Cardinals team that obviously is 1-5, so you really don't have an excuse. If you
For sure.
lose, if you lose this game, you're out of the playoff picture. For now, obviously you can fight your way back into it. But if I was Seattle, just get the win. Let's just not overthink it here. Don't do anything
Sure.
stupid. This is a very easily just let Geno manage the game. Don't throw any picks. Don't give them anything. I mean, this is a Cardinals team that Joshua Dobbs got off to a nice start, but in the past 3 weeks, Joshua Dobbs has been the worst quarterback in football. Actually, he's been the second worst. Ryan Tannehill somehow has been even worse. But Joshua Dobbs is not playing like he's a starting quarterback, and that's because, well, he just isn't. He's been a backup for like 6 years. And there's a reason why they're rushing Kyler Murray back because the Cardinals, they know Joshua Dobbs is not their future. So the only way we lose this game, in my opinion, is if we give the ball away too many times, just doing
Which could
stupid
happen.
things, which could happen. It is the
Which
Seahawks.
this is not a 0% chance of losing at all.
No, it's probably like a 6% chance of losing, but that there is a six
I would
percent
say
there.
higher. I would say higher.
I would say not higher. Look, we're
I would
we're
say 20. I would say 20%.
really.
There's a chance where we go in there, the Cardinals get an early score, Geno Smith turns over the ball a few times, we have bad penalties. Yeah, I could see it happening. I really could. I don't think it's going to happen, but you see that possibility too, I'm sure.
Yeah, I see it, but I was saying much lower than you. I mean, look, Pete Carroll plays very well generally after a loss. The Seahawks, most of the time, we don't lose back-to-back games. If we do lose back-to-back games, it's usually because we're playing back-to-back really good teams. This is not the case today. We're playing against a really, really bad team. So we should win this game. I mean, there's really no excuse.
Yes, I
And
agree. We
even
should
if
win.
I mean just saying, oh, it's a divisional game, it happens. That's not a good enough excuse. Like you can excuse the Bengals loss, but you can't excuse a loss to the Cardinals. So I
Yeah,
don't think I think Pete's gonna have these guys ready to go. I think he's gonna have them just absolutely fired up to play. And I think the defense balls out against Josh Dobbs. I see kind of a low scoring victory, but what's your score prediction?
I see it. Here, let me give me yours, and then I'll
All
give a
right.
more thought out response.
All right. I'm looking at, first quarter. I think we come away with a couple field goals. I see a 3-3 score in the first quarter. Um, then, coming up closer to halftime, I think Kenneth Walker breaks free and scores a touchdown. He's been really, really consistent at scoring at least one touchdown a game.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna go out and say halftime, Seattle is gonna be up 10-6. Defense allows a couple of field goals, but that's it. Then in the third quarter, I really kind of see Geno and the offense start to click. I think maybe he hits this. I'm going to make a bold prediction here. Jackson Smith Najigma for his first touchdown reception of the
book it,
season
book
in
it.
the third
All right,
quarter. So
do
now
it.
it's 17-6 Seattle. Move into the fourth quarter. I think we might get another field goal. Maybe Arizona puts a touchdown on the board actually against our defense later in the game. I'm going to go a
Let's do
final
it.
score prediction.
Yeah,
Seattle Seahawks 23, Arizona Cardinals 13. With Geno throwing one touchdown to JXN, Kenneth Walker on the ground, and Jason Myers, he's going to hit 3 for 3 on his field goals. Something that, we've definitely seen him struggle at times, but he played a big role in our week 4 win against the Giants. And he also played a big role in our week 3 win against the Panthers. So hopefully his early season struggles are behind him. That's my prediction. What is yours?
We're not too far off. I had a score in mind kind of when you were going through your thing there. I think 31-17 is
Okay.
a good score. Look, the offense, this is the game to really put some numbers up. And 31 isn't even that much, but I think if you get below, I think you should score more than 30 points. I really do.
Oh, I
I
think
have
you should. I just think we are gonna find a way not to.
I think we will. I think DK Metcalf will actually have a couple touchdowns. I think Devin Witherspoon will get a pick, maybe get some good field position out of that. I have 4 touchdowns. Let's say 2 to DK, give me 1 to K9, and I'll go with you. I'll get 1 to Jackson Smith and Jigba. And
Yeah.
then let's go Myers goes 1 for 2 on field
Okay.
goals, and we win 117. I think the defense will play well. We might get a few turnovers. I'm looking at maybe a pick from Witherspoon, which would be great. And
Okay.
then let's go with the forced fumble by Jamal Adams. Just
Okay.
really bring him boom. I think this is gonna go well. I really do. I think Jason Myers might miss a long field goal and we'll hit a chip shot and we win 31-17.
Yeah. I would love to see Jamal Adams come in there and force a turnover for the first time in over 2 years. That would be awesome to see. The one concern I have is the Cardinals, their best position group actually is their offensive line. And Seattle,
Their defensive line isn't terrible, right?
their defensive line is okay, but their O line
Yeah,
is actually playing really well. That's one of the reasons why Joshua Dobbs hasn't been all that awful this year, is because he's had some time to run around in the pocket, throw, getting good run protection. They're actually
yeah,
blocking for the run really well. If they had James Conner, I'd be a little more scared, but obviously Keontae Ingram doesn't really strike fear into my heart. Obviously, we have seen Seattle allow like Raheem Blackshear to rush for 100 yards against us last year, so anything's possible. But I think
very much.
my one worry is that I would really like to see us put some pressure on the quarterback like we did against the Giants. Daniel Jones, we had him under pressure the entire game. And I want to see us do that against the Cardinals, against Josh Dobbs, because I really think if we can put him under pressure early, the game's a wrap by the end of the first quarter. But if he doesn't, if he's able to like have some time to sit in the pocket, to run around, make some plays with his legs, that's how the Cardinals can make this a game. And unfortunately, our D line sometimes is kind of inconsistent when they play against better O lines, and Arizona's is a pretty good. So this is actually going to be a decent challenge for our D line.
I think it's gonna be a decent challenge for the trenches in all aspects. I think D line and O line. Our O line's injured right now. Arizona doesn't have a terrible rushing game. I mean, pass rush. So it'll be good for our guys to get some good reps in. This is definitely not something to sleep on. I think there was actually a bigger chance we lose this game if we won against the Bengals. But I think since we lost against the Bengals, everyone's kind of on high alert, ready to go in and get a win against the Cardinals. I think we win this game. It'll be fun to watch. And I'm not rooting for a good game because I think we should win by more than that. But there's definitely a good chance in the fourth quarter it's a one-score game and we have ourselves a real football game.
Well, it feels like for the Seahawks, it's always a good game.
Yeah, I
Um,
think that's it, Levi. Or you got anything else?
yeah, let's each make one more bold prediction. My
Okay.
final bold prediction. So my bold predictions are Jackson Smith and Jigma scores a touchdown. My prediction is Jason Myers 3 for 3 on field goals, and my third prediction is the combined total for sacks in this game will be less than 5. I think that this is not a game with there's going to be many sacks. Hopefully, the Seahawks are able to contribute to a couple of those. However, what's your final bold prediction?
Well, four wouldn't be that too many. Like four isn't a crazy number of sacks. Like that's not
Well,
out
if
of the
if
normal.
we get 2 and they get 2, that's a pretty low number for both of our teams.
Yeah, I guess.
Hopefully, it's
Yeah.
4 for us and 0 for them.
Hopefully. I got Devin Witherspoon interception. I have DK Metcalf scoring 2 touchdowns. And my third one, let's go with Geno Smith throws for over 350 yards.
Okay, I like it.
Yeah,
I hope so because he needs to get rolling.
yeah. All right. So
Alrighty,
guys,
guys,
500 subscribers, big
we
announcement
are
coming.
1 away.
Yeah, if you guys haven't realized, we've been pretty consistent this week. That's the goal for the rest of the year. So drop a subscribe down below, like the video if you enjoy the content. We're talking all things Seahawks, Kraken, Huskies, Mariners, all year long. Thank you guys for watching. This is the NW Sportscast. I'll catch you guys later. And as always, go Seahawks.
I'll edit this last part out. And where's the stop record button? There it is.